Welcome to Winter Nutz Podcast.
Thanks.
I am actually so excited. This is going to be the podcast that I have been waiting to have. Because we have the king of Big Iron Shootout from last year and his sled right in here. So it's the Powerhouse Customs.
Yep.
With the nitro engine, full tube chassis.
Yep.
It's a badass rig.
Thanks.
And I'm staying at the King's Den, and I told Julie, I'm going to the actual King's Den because the king of Big Iron has his den. It's a pretty sweet trailer you got.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So we're in Revelstoke.
Yeah.
You're ready for day one.
Yeah, finally get to go do something.
So did you have to take an air gun to him and blow the dust off?
I didn't even blow the dust off this one at all.
It's still dirty?
Yeah, still dirty.
It's not that bad, but
No.
yeah.
Pulled it out of the shop and put a little oil in it, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And she's ready to go.
Fired right up.
Yeah.
You take your batteries out for the summer and keep them charged?
I didn't at all.
It started.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
And usually every year I got to replace it, and it's just a tiny little one, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And then this is your Skidoo?
Yeah, that's a G5.
And we have Kristen's and Jenna's sleds in the back.
That's right.
And we're ready to go riding tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, been a while. I haven't seen you all summer.
I know.
You were busy farming because you are a farmer.
Yeah. Busy.
And then hunting. And I kept messaging you, hey, did you hit the snow? Because we've had good snow for like almost 3 weeks, I guess. I'm not going to say a month, but
yeah.
We've had some snow. And you're like, no,
I
man,
know.
been hunting.
I know, I was pretty jealous. So everybody was out sledding, and I was just, whatever. It's hunting season, only comes once, so.
Yeah. How did the hunting season go?
Good, really good actually. Yeah. It's not quite over yet. We still got some elk cow late season tags to fill, so go back up after the weekend and get that done.
So it was mainly elk hunting you were doing?
Yeah. Well, and deer. Looking for one, maybe two Pacific whitetails, but
yeah. Pretty big ones then.
Yeah.
As my son calls them, crankers.
Crankers. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They are crankers. So unless it's not hanging on the wall, I don't want to shoot it. So.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Yeah.
So you got a freezer full of meat then? Did you guys get a bull?
Yeah, I got a bull and 2 cows already.
Perfect.
Yeah, because they handed out 2 cow eggs to each person that put in there. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You guys have that many elk?
Yeah. So they got you get the bull, and then I got that in October, and then I finished my last cow tag just pretty much the other day.
Because the idea of hunting cows is to reduce the population. So is there that many elk that the farmers want them gone?
I guess. I like them.
Yeah, well, I bet they taste good. Yeah, that's like when I harvest in bow season in BC, harvest a spike. Yeah. It's like, well, that's going to be your best tasting meat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shoot just small little calves or small elk, I guess, for say, for just steaks. Way better eating.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't eat that much, so.
So, we were at, I did a podcast earlier this month, I guess. I was at Reamer's Renderings.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that one or not, but towards the end of it, we were talking about how we're going to make a belt for Big Iron Shootout. And he is totally on board with this and how we're going to find a piece of leather that all of it can get a bolt to. Yeah. Because you can't walk around that night and have a couple beers in the trailer without actually showing it. And it's not something that's like usually it's like, I won. It's like everyone's going to know at the end of the day who won. Like the year prior to, I would have still handed it to you for the line you had to take up through Super Chute. I mean, yeah, I did the Rainmaker, but wasn't to me nearly as hard as what you had to do. Yeah. And I feel like what you did on Super Chute through those rocks definitely stood out as now probably a 2-time winner in that one for me.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly, that one. And of course we didn't go around and look from the top, so of course we never knew how many rocks were actually in there until I got into it. And that was that was something. I just keep thinking about that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So when Chris and I did it, we literally, when you got to that point where the top of Super Chute opens back up, it's like, you made it. You're just going to now climb the rest of this and make it.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, I told you, I'm like, dude, just go through the crack. You'll be good. And you trusted me. And so you just went for it. Because I told you, if you don't do it, I'm going to be the first to do it twice.
That's right.
And away you went. And I had no idea until I talked to the guys at the top that said you barely made it. Oh, the boy. He got her.
Yeah.
I had to watch the video, went back up. So we have like these creek beds that we go down to get down to it. So climb back up, go watch this video. I'm like, holy crap. And there's like dusted off boulder here, dusted off boulder there. And there's another one that you must have dusted off. So you did 3 zigzags or something.
Yeah, I come into it and then I had to make that hard left, and then I looked up and I seen just more, and it just hung another right, and it was just a rock and another rock, and it was trying to get her just to pull over. And
I never would have guessed there was rocks there.
No.
If someone asked me, I would have said that's probably just a wide open face.
That's right.
There's nothing there.
That's what I totally thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was hoping we'll see maybe this year.
Maybe that's already shaping up.
Hopefully get some more snow in.
Yeah. Well, last 2 years the chutes haven't been really filled in.
No, they've been terrible.
It's not been good at all. So that wasn't last year that we went to Turtle and did these chutes. It was 2 years ago that we went to Turtle and did the chutes.
Yeah.
Last year you guys went to Turtle without me. I had an unfortunate accident in Gibbs Gash.
Yeah.
Took me out and ended up going home. But what happened in Turtle last year? I missed out on it.
Just pretty much everybody was just pulling bunch of all the sister shoots and everything like that, and then Mav was probably the highlight to that day. Mav Walker, he went up and he didn't make it, and he came down and his sled went off the rocks and it ripped the whole A-arms and everything off his one side of his sled. And then we got to the bottom there, and we're all sitting there, and I'm pretty sure it was Michael Matt. He says to him about going back up or whatever, and sure shit, Matt fired that sled up and he went back up
on
there.
one ski.
On one ski. Yeah.
I think I seen that actually on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He redeemed himself that one.
On a Skidoo too?
Nope. That was a cat.
A cat?
Yeah, with a solid turbo kit on there.
Okay, like a twin rail or a monorail?
He pretty sure that's just the Alpha rail.
Alpha rail? So I already know now from now having 2 cats what these catalysts are like. I can picture that being actually easier than you think. It is so simple just to step on one side of that sled, and even the truck ruts, just the early season from the hunters, and just ride right along the edge of the truck rut, just 1 foot on that side.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Yeah, I totally could get it. It's doable on that Alpha rail especially.
Well, and of course he had to go up and where there's some bomb holes and stuff like that, and he pulled her up because he came down after he rolled. And everybody was like looking at me, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go up there. So then I went up there, and then they were egging Mav on, and sure shit.
That's pretty awesome.
He went up there with one ski.
That's pretty awesome. Cool. That is cool. So that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Did he rode it out all the way like that too later that day?
Yeah.
Huh. That would have been a crappy ride out.
Yeah.
Because like this.
Oh, it was terrible.
It's one thing to ride a 1 ski sled on the flat and some powder.
Yeah.
Another thing to ride one all the way out on the whoops.
The whoops are just horrible that day too. Like
there was no snow.
No.
So you had a total of 3 feet on the trail, and all that 3 feet was nothing in between and 6 feet of a mogul. So you had like ground, 6 foot whoop.
Yeah.
Ground, 6 foot whoop.
It was horrible. It was terrible. So everybody was, when we left Turtle, we all went, like everybody went different directions. The regular way and the back way, and then back through Boulder. And everybody was just taking different ways out of it because it was just so shitty.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't imagine how big those boulders were at the top of Super Chute than last year.
Oh,
because it was even less.
Yeah, I went up to and had to look across, and it was there was no dice.
I wonder if even that crack at the top, like the chute itself, was even filled in.
Probably, yeah. We were trying to look across, and it didn't look very doable. So, because it was barely doable when I went. Like, it was barely a sled width in there. So
I'm gonna have to get some footage. I like doing this podcast where I share a bit of footage now, and I'll definitely dig all that stuff up from everybody. And I think I'm even have your climb on my phone. I'll have to look from all of these, and I'll share the videos of each chute that we've done there in the Super Chute. It adds a little more interest to the podcast too. It's just not sitting here talking the whole time, but it's actually the climb being done. And the Creekworks guys, they got some pretty good footage of it too.
Yeah.
For anyone that wanted to see it.
Yeah, Court was the one that did all the videoing on that, and he got some good videos of it. And
at exactly 1 minute and 11 seconds long.
That's right. And that's pretty crazy. You at the bottom filmed it, and Chris was up top filming, and he hit, and both videos started and stopped at minute 11.
Minute 11. It's kind of a weird coincidence.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Oh, the boy. He got her. So I timed that. That's a minute 11. 1:11.
So, what other climb did you do that was a minute 11 that kind of started that weekend?
Oh man, I don't even.
There was something else that started that.
Well, I was seeing it everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's right, on your drive here.
I'll drive here, and I still to this day.
Minute 11 is your number.
Hit my cruise, be cruising along, hit cruise, 1:11.
That's your number.
Yeah, all right then. So, yeah, and so like besides Super Shoot, or we're gonna maybe try and go there and knock that cornice off. We thought about that.
The one that is west to the right.
That's right.
That big, long, straight. I got a picture of that I'll definitely share. It's it'd be a pretty big accomplishment because it's never been done.
No. So we're thinking if we can either knock that cornice off and then give that one a whirl.
No cornices.
Pretty sure somebody would definitely love to have their name on them.
Yeah.
I would.
Thunderstruck back
Go to
when
the top
Jim
and shovel it.
back when Jim ran Thunderstruck, he made a post saying there's still 3 unclimbed chutes in here. But again, you're spending how much time shoveling that cornice off at the top?
There's that fancy one on the left there too.
Yeah. That one's been done.
It has?
Rainmaker, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I had a podcast a little while ago with some skiers. There was someone that did do skiing and some avalanche stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently there's just like this long rope. There's just a handle on each side. You throw the rope over the top and it just cuts through with this rope and cuts the whole thing. So one guy on one side, one guy on the other, and just pulling back and forth. Because the snow is not that hard.
No.
Like it pulls through it. And and then drop it down and you have like this little saddle and that's where the skiers will drop down and then ski down through the chutes.
Yeah.
So we may have to try that.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Because there's also another one, and I haven't seen it personally, but Randy has said there's another chute up the Copeland Mine Valley. So Matt Muskoka's gone up there a few times and whatever with his videos that he does and rides up that valley. And I said, okay, well, next year when you go, like, get a picture of this thing. So I've never seen it from the bottom. I don't know what video it's in for Thunderstruck, but there's a chute at the back of from the Copeland Mine Valley as well. So you'd have to go around to the mine and then down and into there. And it's apparently the biggest one. So whether this one to the right of Super Chute's bigger or this one that
Has anybody climbed that chute?
I thought yes. Randy said yes.
Okay.
But I haven't seen it. Where this chute's been climbed and what video it was in, I don't know. What's named? I don't know either.
Yeah,
Maybe someone can comment if they know about it. Let me know in the comments what the name of that chute is. But definitely, I think it's something that has to be looked at.
Yeah.
And there's, like you say, the local that's riding it, every couple of weeks going up that valley.
Yeah.
Give him take a picture of it for us.
that'd be sweet.
I've spent some time on Google Maps just trying to look at it and see, and it looks like it's just a straight shot. So, and it comes up. So where was it? Michael Kent last year? I seen the videos on Instagram and climbed so you have the lake chutes, then across the valley there's that other side.
Yeah.
You come up at the top of that. So somewhere up top of there is where you end up landing when you come up from the Copeland Mine Valley.
Okay. Huh. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Don't know what the quickest route down there would be because I don't think I want to take these things up that Copeland Mine Road for the whole entire day for one chute. It's like, okay, everyone goes to the top, and if there was a route to the bottom to then come back up something.
Get somebody with a chopper.
Fly it down.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
So we got a bit of a crew coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got Kent's coming. We're going to ride with him.
Yeah.
And Michael Matt's coming.
Yeah.
Jenna, obviously, which is awesome to get her back on the snow. My wife's out. She's excited to ride with some girls.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a good day. And see maybe if it's going to be, if it's clear up top, we might drag this one out and.
I looked at the forecast. We're supposed to get some snow tonight, I think. It starts snowing.
I think it's supposed to snow for 2 days and it'll be nice again on Sunday.
Yeah.
But if it's nice, go try and Go climb Monster. Took a whirl at it.
I've done it in December.
Yeah.
It's actually easier.
It is. Honestly, the earliest I've done the 90 and Monster was December 10th.
Yeah.
And there was trees in the 90 when you make the corner. I've never seen trees before there. Little tiny ones, just little trees in there. Make the
I did
corner.
not know that.
Yeah, me neither. The creek was open at the bottom. And
Cross the
jumped the creek, and there was only one way.
Yeah.
Up.
I'm just noticing now as we're talking, my breath is starting
It's starting to
to
get
go.
chilly in here.
We have the heater cranked, and I was like, oh yeah, we're good. It's going to be warm in here. But as we're talking, I'm like, yeah, and I can see this little huff of... yeah, I think I'm okay, though. We can manage.
Oh yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, hopefully we get a little bit of light, like you say. That'd be pretty cool. But regardless, 2 guys rolled in today at the place that we're staying, the King's Den. And right away I was on the phone. I was like, hey, I got to run. I'm going to talk to these boys and see how the day went. And man, it's good. And I mean, that's all they had to say was that it's good. So I looked at Muskoka's video they released yesterday, which was filmed a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And it's like just ridiculous deep.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So-
it looks sweet. I'm glad I'm finally here. And we all get to go riding anyways.
It'll be good.
And like Michael and Kenton, those guys been riding for the last like 2-3 weekends in a row. So
You're going to be sucking wind.
I know.
Just sitting in a tractor all... Well, at least you're hunting and you're
That's right.
cruising around and hiking.
It never ends. Always
No.
doing something, not just sitting there.
No, you're not. You're not the type of farmer that sits in a tractor all day.
That's right.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. It never ends. It never ends.
So your farm's up north of Edmonton, you
Yeah,
said?
I work for a good buddy of mine, Chad, and like I said, that's way north. It's about 6 hours from Edmonton, so it's a long track. But
6 hours from Edmonton?
yeah,
Holy cow!
yeah,
That's a long drive.
oh yeah, it takes a long time to get there.
Jesus, dude. I didn't even think there was farms up that far. I thought it was going to turn into muskeg and oil sands.
That's one would think. One would think.
So then you're probably northwest,
Yeah,
not
that's
just
right.
straight north.
Yeah, it's northwest, right along the BC Alberta border.
So is it north of Fort St. John? No, sorry. I guess Grand Prairie. It's
Yeah,
north of Grand
Prairie. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much straight east of Fort St. John. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Boy, that's a long ways up. I don't even know. I'd have to look at it on a map. Can't even visualize it.
Yeah, that's a long ways. I mean, so, but it's good.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
A lot of time away from home, though.
Yeah, haven't been home in like 3 months or so, something like that.
And then because of hunting season.
Well, yeah,
And when you hunt, you're not hunting just close to home. You're up north of Grand Prairie still. And
yeah, still, yeah.
we're not going to give away all your secrets,
That's
but
right.
general areas.
Yeah.
It's
Around the
that
farm.
whole northern
Yeah, the
territory.
northern, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it's good. It's I enjoy it, and of course we don't hunt like all day every day, but you
Yeah.
go out in the morning, and then you got nothing. You still got farming to do, so you got to do that.
Hunting in Alberta, are you able to drive a lot of it, or are you putting in some boot work and hiking?
All of it depends on whatever you want.
Yeah.
Depends on whatever you want to do.
Hike to a ridge and glass for the afternoon.
Yeah, you can go in the valleys, or if you want to go sit in fields, or
So that's kind of getting you ready for sledding
Yeah.
too. Like when I'm hiking, I'm hunting and
Yeah.
thinking like, this is exactly what I want to do to be getting ready
Yeah.
for sledding season.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like sucking wind the first couple of
Oh, it's
rides, and
terrible.
it helps a lot by putting that pack on, going for a hike in the fall.
Yeah, like I'll do a lot of hiking in the early season, like when bow and then in September and stuff like that. And of course, then later on, you just start moving and just checking fields. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Okay, well, we had a few things we're going to talk about. We're unfortunately short a person. I didn't realize we were going to be here a little bit later, but
Yeah.
Michael Matt, we had hoped to have him in. He's a real estate agent in Calgary, and I can only imagine how clients tie him down,
oh yeah,
get him busy. I got a couple friends in the real estate business back home in Cranbrook, and they're literally on their phones on the drive up to the snowmobile area, and it's hard to get them off their phone while in the snowmobile area. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 24/7 job.
yeah. He's selling houses when he gets off or he's up or
Yeah.
whatever. And yeah, it just never ends for him.
He said he had a showing today, this morning or something.
Yeah.
So probably something maybe worked out. Maybe he's signing up
Yeah,
contracts
hopefully.
or an offer letter.
I think he should be here in a couple hours,
Yeah.
and then yeah. And sadly, he couldn't bring his tube chassis this weekend.
Not that you need it though.
No, but
Yeah.
just wanted to.
He's got
Kent's
a pretty
bringing
mean machine.
Yeah, Kent's bringing his, and I got mine.
So I'll share a picture of that. But this is now the same sled as this, but with the Apex engine, the 4-cylinder. Just the sound of that thing.
It's
It's just, I mean, these sound mean when you start them up, but that Apex engine is
Yeah.
that much better.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That thing is nuts.
Especially the echo in these trailers when they fire up.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is in that thing? You poke your head around the back door. Holy crap.
Yeah, she's loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one's a fast sled. So he's putting a different track on it there this year and stuff like that.
Why did he switch to the Skidoo track?
Try it out. G5 tracks are pretty
You
sick.
know that he wrecked his other track.
No.
Okay, so the other track's still just fine.
Yeah.
The 3-inch
It's
Camo
just-
Extreme.
Yeah.
But I seen his weight. He did an Instagram post that he had weighed the old track. I think it was like 78 pounds.
Yeah.
Then he weighed the Skidoo Gen 5
Yeah,
track.
that's correct.
60 something
I
pounds.
thought it was 55.
55.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe 67 for the
Other
Camo
one,
Extreme,
yeah.
and then 50 something, then 55
That sounds right.
for the.
So, and just trying to get lighter, less rotating mass, etc., etc. So, and they seem to hook up really great on the sleds. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if it holds together.
Well, and that is provable. So now is the 3-inch the same track on these sleds as the one that he's got?
That's right.
Okay, so buddy there last year, who was that flew out of the gash before I crashed? Austin. Like, that sled, that track proves it right there.
It works.
It can handle the horsepower, put it to the snow. So, I had the 3.2 Camo Extreme on my Viper when I first put the 174 on it.
Yeah.
And it actually didn't work very good.
Okay.
It folded the paddles over. And we did the sled golf thing back with the whole boost crew. And I come around the 90, pinned it, and I said on the radio, it's icy. And then everyone's laughing at me. And I could have swore, like, when I hit the throttle, it was like it just spun.
Spinning.
It's like, what the hell? It's like it's on ice.
Yeah.
So anyway, roll my sled down, because obviously didn't make it out of the 90. And I am just like, well, obviously when I pushed it, it's just powder. Where's this ice? It blew me away. So anyway, I had to get rid of that track. The 3.2 didn't work because the Yamaha's, that torque and that weight is just folding that track over. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how does this do track, because I mean obviously these things have the power.
Yeah.
It should be somewhat the same. I mean Michael's fucking Apex engine's got more, but it should hold up to it.
I'm thinking it's gonna. And then like I've been debating on either going that way or going to the M770, a little stronger track, and then that's what I was thinking of, because I had to put a 2.5 on mine because I can't find a 3-inch anymore, and I noticed I was spinning a little bit at the big iron last year, so need something to hook up a little bit better. But
Yeah, I forgot about that. You wrecked your 3-inch.
yeah,
And you have to pretty much buy a nitro with a 174 on it just to get that track.
It's ridiculous.
You're not going to start buying sleds just for the tracks on them.
No, but we're almost at that point.
Yeah.
Get another spare, get parts, track,
Yeah.
skid,
Engine. I mean, if you're buying a sled, I mean, it's okay. I think a 174 sled, they're typically still up over $5,000. They're $6,000-7,000 still.
That's right.
But you get this engine. Who knows what kind of engine works onto it, so it could be a benefit to it.
Yeah.
And then you get that track, usually some spare skid parts,
That's right.
things like that. There's actually a Viper for sale. Someone who texted me. Someone messaged me. Boosted has built a few of these Vipers, and there's like the identical sled to mine and Chris's with a bunch of engine work done to it.
Yeah.
And it would be a sick sled even to buy.
That'd be pretty wicked.
That would be.
Yeah, we're hoping to find some more tube chassis.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Because how many did he build?
That's a good question.
We should text, not Laird. Well, we could
Ron.
text Laird, but Ron.
Yeah.
20? Would you guess 20?
I was told mine was 13. So I don't know if how well that or truth or whatever, but I know of a few, and then but yeah, I heard there's one in Sycamoose. That was the last one, and then you got Laird's first one, and then his white and the one rank bitch, and then Mike's, Kent's, mine.
Did Kent get his running?
We'll find out.
Because every time it comes out,
Yeah.
he's like, I just had it in getting fixed. And he's going home with coolant blowing out of the side of the head.
Yeah, the motor was gone again. They just had rebuilt it. So then now it's redone again. So
It's gotta be.
he just picked it up. So tomorrow will be tomorrow or whatever day he decides to take it out will
Yeah.
be the test on it. So, and of course last year, tried to go riding with him, stayed at his house for a week, and he never made it one day. Made it to the cabin once though.
All 3 rides on that sled, every time it had to go back down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well, and a couple times we took it up, and then the turbo actually had fell off the header. That was one problem.
Did it unbolt or did it crack the header and fall off?
No, the bolts were broke.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and the header was super loose and whatever. So he took it, got it done again, took it back to Chad, and he fixed it and then got it up for Big Iron and didn't even make it to the cabin. Yeah.
He probably had to change the turbo because all those bolts would have corroded into the housing, or not change the turbo, would have had to have bought into the housing. There's
Yeah.
no getting those frickin' seized things in there
Well,
unless you're gonna drill and
Yeah,
tap
I
in
don't know
holes.
how they did it, but they got it fixed and whatever. And then, like I said, he didn't even make it to the cabin. I think it was like kilometer 14, and
Oh yeah, I remember that on the radio actually.
motor was blowing. So
Yeah. Poor guy.
yeah, but
So he knows better now. He's gonna have it out a bunch. He's gonna get this thing working,
That's
dialed, running,
Yeah.
and he deserves a good ride.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because I feel like that's gonna just burst your bubble.
yeah, he pulled it out. Well, the very first when we did the Big Iron there, and he climbed the monster, and that was it.
Yeah.
One and done.
At least he's ridden it, knows what it feels like.
Yeah.
He's at his boner for the one climb.
That's right.
And he's hooked, and that's why he keeps dumping money into it because
Oh,
he wants
yeah.
that boner back.
That's right. Now, hopefully, now it works because that thing that looks really good now. That's a sharp look.
What color is his?
Purple.
Okay,
It used to be orange.
I'll get a photo of that one.
Yeah.
I'll drag in all 3 of these sleds.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows of any of these things around, get a hold of me, comment in the comments,
Yeah.
and I'll get a hold of Tyson
Yeah.
because I'm sure we'll have a buyer.
Yeah.
These things are hot items because only a limited amount were built.
Yeah.
So it's Polaris Pro side panels,
That's right.
A-arms,
Yeah.
spindles. So does it ride kind of like an old Polaris?
No,
No. Okay.
not even close.
Is it? What's it similar to?
I honestly I don't even know because it feels like the weight is all so far forward and like just to how the chassis is built and stuff like that. But like it's just but when like you go a tree ride and stuff like that, it's a workout.
No, it would be.
You know, this one also has a wide front end too. It's a 39 front end on it.
Oh yeah.
So it's not the greatest in the trees and stuff like that, but you can do it. It's not that bad. Like, and they're fairly light. They're not like they're heavy sleds.
Yeah.
I think like Mike weighed his, and what is it, like 560, something like that. Like Laird weighed his at 545. He told me. So and mine was supposed to be a little lighter.
Full of everything.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah. So, but you go into chutes, you know, it doesn't throw you around. That's
planted.
Oh yeah, it's planted.
Yeah.
You know, and that's.
Well, there's proof. You've climbed almost every chute up here successfully.
Yeah.
Very few unsuccessful.
Yeah.
I don't think I even have a video of you not climbing something. 20th Street, maybe.
Howdy.
Come on in.
Howdy,
Perfect
Ken.
timing.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah. The man. The sled. Yeah, you got to get in the picture here. Let me move over. Have a seat in my seat.
Oh, good.
Keep your kind of chair in that relative area. So this is Kent.
Hey guys. I thought you'd be done.
What?
How long have we been doing it for? I think we're probably half an hour in. 45 maybe?
Sure. Something like that.
Well, we got something to sit on. What can I sit on? Nothing. No, all good. Not me. You know what? This is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Whatever.
So, hopefully it's not too echoey with me here, but Kent, we were just talking about your sled. And the luck that you had all the way after the one successful climb on Monster. And we said, you know what? You got that boner that one time, and you just keep wanting to spend money on that thing because you want that boner back again.
One and done. It was all self-sabotage.
You keep coming up with that, yeah, with self-sabotage. But you got a new engine in it now.
Yeah.
And this thing's going to run.
Hopefully.
I actually felt confident last year, but I feel like you got it. Like, what else can go wrong? Just turn the boost down a little bit until the end of Big Iron this year, and then when you're really finished, then, I mean, obviously crank it if you want, but what do you run?
Last year it didn't.
Well,
The year before was only 18 pounds, but that was a stock motor.
stock, no head shim.
It had a head shim, so it should have taken
18
it.
it should take.
Yeah.
I actually blew up a nitro motor, Viper motor as well. So they had, these engines came out in the Vipers, and the first couple batch of that year had bad rods. And it worked fine and dandy, 14 pounds of boost all the time. And then one day I wanted to do camp out, and I needed everything I could get out of it, so I had it all the way to 15, just on straight race. And stock engine, no head gasket with the boosted kits.
Yeah.
And anyway, made it, flew to the top, and didn't think anything of it. And that thing was just screaming that day. So then we ended up going for a ride with our friends back in Cranbrook. And I said, hey, buddy, like, take my sled, I'll ride my two-stroke, and let's go for a rip. And he went like, I don't know, 10K down the trail, and it just puked its guts all over the trail. Oil, like a whole, like a 50-foot trail of just engine oil. It actually threw one of the rods right out the front of the block.
Jesus.
Oof.
So I ended up getting hooked up with a new engine, and this engine had been just rebuilt. It was actually the engine out of Randy's Vipex.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
his Viper engine out of the Vipex.
Yeah.
So then it was rebuilt, had head shim, set up for MC Express.
Yeah.
So that's when I put into mine. So the head shim as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't go, that 18's like, don't need to. 17, 16's at pretty much everything I've climbed on.
Well, that one I think I overheated. Well, I know I overheated on the trail going up to Turtle on the
Yeah.
The year
And
prior to.
yeah. And it just melted the motor down.
Yeah,
So.
not good.
Ken touched it.
Yeah, pretty much. I started it.
So you guys just rolled in, literally.
Yeah, we literally
You parked
just
right here.
parked right beside you.
No, okay,
Perfect,
good
yeah.
thing I didn't leave my truck there, then left you some room.
No, I would have pushed it out of the way.
Okay, so your wife's coming riding tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow though, you're gonna ride your two-stroke tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
'cause
then
it's supposed
save-
to snow all day.
Yeah.
So
okay, perfect.
I don't know. I kind of want to ride the four-stroke and get it, make sure it's okay.
Wait till Saturday
Set it
though.
up,
So I want
yeah.
to ride a little bit more aggressively tomorrow, or go into somewhere it's not just shoot climbing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need. And then if you guys do a shoot, then I'm gonna be like, well, shit. No, I wish I brought my Viper.
That's right.
But I always complain every time I come here. I'm so mad because I bring my Viper and I don't get to ride around and play and do all this other stuff. So that, and then you guys can try out my new sled.
Oh, yeah, you got the cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You liking it?
Loving it.
Yeah.
It is so good. Like, I could just go on about it forever and ever, but you guys hop on that thing and it'll like speak for itself.
All right.
Right then and there.
All right.
Yeah. It's
We'll
quite,
test- we'll
quite
test
light.
right.
Quite light. My buddy has a 163 boost, and I was all about the Polaris's. Loved the Polaris's, and he actually hopped on my cat and wouldn't give it back. The second I got back onto the Polaris, I was like, well, while you're riding your sled, I'll ride my sled, I'll ride yours. And I actually was surprised now all of a sudden to feel how much heavier the Polaris was. And I could have swore Polarises were the lightest feeling sled out there. To then now have a Polaris feel heavy to me in the front end just goes to show how low they put that engine into that catalyst.
Yeah.
It's so light. It's crazy. Like the engine's like, man, between your legs almost, right under the steering
Yeah.
post, buried. So it definitely helped.
Sweet.
Yeah. And the power's good. I'm not really the big turbo in the tree guy. If I had a choice, it was like a, big bore, just a stock engine. This 850 was always what I went to.
Mm-hmm.
So this 858 and this cat's just perfect for me. Such a torquey engine.
Yeah.
So did you know that it's actually the same piston as the 800, and they just stroked it and made it a stroker motor?
Yeah.
So,
We did that.
man, the reliability should be there too.
Hopefully.
Just like they've been for a long time.
Hopefully it work real good.
Yeah. So, hungry?
Always.
Are ya? Well, I think maybe I should call the wife and figure out if she's done her teaching and let's go grab a bite to eat.
That's right. Let's do it.
Well, thank you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit subscribe. We're doing a giveaway actually. I just posted the video on my Instagram, so Sheldon Kelly. If you search me on Instagram, I'll even put the link in somewhere there. We're doing a $200 helmet giveaway for any 509 helmet currently in stock at Ghost Rider Motorsports. So check that out, hit subscribe, go comment on the post at Instagram that you did subscribe and get you into the draw for this 509 helmet. Thanks guys, and we'll catch you again next week.
Okay.
Sweet. Thank you.